Recording in progress.
All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Make HOAG Money. It is Tuesday, August the 30th, one day left in August. Welcome, everyone. Good to see everyone. Good to see everyone. And we are getting Rick here that would like to talk, so I'm going to promote to panelist. Anybody else that would like to join my brother and I in Make HOAG Money, let me know. I'm going to set up a couple of special guests coming up here soon. As everybody gets into the room, let's talk about Make HOAG Money. This is the CFTC disclaimer. It states that there is a lot of risk involved in futures trading. It's not for every investor. Risk capital is the only capital you should be using in your trading. Of course, to me, that's money you can afford to lose. Excuse me, my goodness. We're not going to be suggesting anybody buy or purchase anything. This is basically for educational purposes. Past performances are definitely not going to be indicative of future results. Hypothetical or simulated performance results do have certain limitations in the fact that you don't have any consequences, any rules, or anything that can go wrong, because it doesn't really matter. But in the trading combine and in a live account, certainly things get a little bit different. A lot of folks, one of the most popular questions is, why is it so easy to trade in sim and so hard to trade in the trading combine? And again, it's because you have those accountabilities, that risk, and those consequences. The basic rules for Make HOAG Money: kindness and respect above everything. There's always differences of opinion when it comes to trading. That's what makes markets so good. We're going to have a few people enabled to speak. You're all going to be involved in the decisions, of course, only in the Zoom meeting, not necessarily in the on the YouTube channel. If you want to get into the Zoom meeting, I can put in the link here in the YouTube channel, and that will get you in to the Zoom meeting. We're all going to be involved in these decisions. Of course, when you're looking at a trade or thinking about a trade, you can share your screen. Talking about the context of the trade is always going to be, of course, useful. We're going to use the chat room to discuss those trades. We'll use the polling system to make those choices so we can vote on the trades. We're going to be, again, focusing on the E-micro S&P for our opportunities as we build this account. We're not going to be trading just to trade, of course. We're not allowed to take losing trades, which is, of course, a joke. We know that losses are part of trading, and we have to be willing to accept them. And, of course, feedback for Make HOAG Money is vital. We've discussed it. We're going to be adding 2 more sessions for Make HOAG Money in September, probably about mid-month. We're going to have the Tuesday and Thursday sessions where they are at 8:20, and we're going to add a Monday and Wednesday session from 2 to 3. So we're going to have more opportunities to sit back, relax, discuss taking trades, and more opportunities for you to make me money. So I look forward to that. That's going to be hopefully helpful and fun for everybody. Alrighty. Let's take a look. Hang on a second here. You gotta push a lot of buttons to get this thing running. There we go.
Have Lacey do it.
Yeah, Lacey is currently keeping my feet warm. 80 pounds on my feet. Good morning, Rick. How are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm doing all right. How you feeling? Things going all right?
Yeah, it's all good.
Excellent.
You coming up tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Party.
Well, yeah, we got JD who's going to be covering, so we always look forward to that. JD's with us this morning. How you feeling, JD? Hopefully you'll.
Thanks. Good morning, everyone.
Excellent. So usually I think we start off with, are we going to be taking the opening range trade? If it's less than 5 points, we've been taking it. If it's not, we haven't. We're right in the middle of the value area from yesterday, suggesting that better trade locations may come as the day goes on. But we are going to pull, if we're going to take the opening range trade, if it's less than 5 points right now. It's been very unsuccessful for us. I think because it seems like every time we get into make HOAG money, we're opening in balance. We're opening in range in the previous day's area of value. Here's yesterday's range. Here's the value area from yesterday, and we are right in the middle of it. We are right at the point of control from yesterday. I'm going to pop settlement on here. 31 quarter. Just so we see it. Hey, first time ever with 61 participating. We have 58 saying no, 42 saying yes. We're going to pass on the opening range trade today.
Wait and watch.
Wait and watch. Yeah, unfortunately, it's been a lot of that going on here. With
Well, got numbers coming out. and
yeah,
stuff, so,
9 o'clock this morning, right?
Yep.
Just to kind of review what we did last Thursday, we were, I believe this is it, right? Yeah. So we were all kind of looking for shorts last Thursday. At least some of us were. I don't remember. I know Ben, I think, made some money on the long side on the way up here. So this was the 8:30 bar. We were kind of looking for shorts. We had a couple of small losses. We did end up long, if I remember correctly, at one point, but we moved our stop to break even +1, and that got us taken out of a good trade. So we looked towards the overnight high for opportunities. I think we ended up short somewhere up here around 82,
Yep.
and we had a profit target down here around 54, 55, and we ended up getting that profit target by the end of the day. So the losses that we'd occurred early in Make HOAG Money session, we recovered and then some on our finally finding a good short and getting a good rotation back down to the low of value. Now, there's a couple of things of feedback when we're getting close to the open here. Somebody was mentioning there's too many lines on these charts, and I agree. It's very important not to have too many lines. So all I've got really on here is the VWAP, which is, of course, right here, and the first and second standard deviation of VWAP. If we think that's too much, let me know.
Is the yellow one the VWAP?
Yes. Now I can
Seems to be following that one, the purple one.
I can make that show its value over here on the right. So that's current VWAP right there.
The blues are giving you highs.
That's the second standard deviation, first standard deviation.
Go track it backwards.
Yep.
Be bouncing off that quite a few times.
Yeah. I mean, that's when the market gets a little too extended.
Yeah, until you get to that night falling.
So Vlad has a question in the YouTube channel here. I'm going to talk about that while we get closer to our open. He's asking if there was anything in market profile that would have been useful in trying to get into the short from Friday. Okay, so I was just going through this, I think, last night on the recap. So we're going to go small here. We're going to go small. We're going to go small. So Thursday, we had a late spike to the upside, and the market closed right at the high. The late spike is an indication of a possible change in perception of value that doesn't get the time to accept. So the following morning, we opened in the late spike, which is a potential a potential acceptance of higher pricing. Okay, the market, the opening range was right at the high of it, and it looked lower first. Came down almost to the base of the late spike, which is usually an area where I'm going to look for an opportunity for a long. Friday, Powell started speaking. The market lurched lower, took out the high of the opening range, and then started tanking. So our expected behavior because of the late spike on Friday is acceptance of higher pricing. An event occurred that changed that. So in the eventual and very quick rejection of the late spike on Thursday, you could make the assumption that, okay, there's something wrong here, and we may need to look in the opposite direction for our opportunities. Okay, so it's when the market lurched lower, lurched higher, came back and rejected the late spike, even through the base of the late spike, which was down here at about 41.77. This market just continued to tank. It was very difficult to try and get into a move to the downside. These are not my favorite types of days to trade. I did not necessarily participate because I just had a hard time finding a way to get in. And that's what directional markets do sometimes, is it's almost like they try and keep you out.
You could have entered with a stop at the low.
Of
The opening.
the
Bottoms there. I don't read your charts very well.
okay, right, yeah,
Plus the fact that Powell's talking, so it's like sell it and forget it.
well, yeah, and he was particularly hawkish this time. Usually he doesn't talk that hard. He just really sent a punch into the markets. So Vlad, there's your answer is, upon rejection of the late spike, you start to look to go the opposite direction. And, if Powell didn't speak on Friday, I would have expected a completely different outcome on Friday. Just from the information based off of Thursday. Markets open. Matthew. Join us, Matt. I think you got time today. Here comes Mr. Hoyt.
Not seeing it, John.
Yeah. Okay, here's the profile. Okay, right in the middle of value.
Yeah. Dollar's kind of getting weak.
Good morning, guys.
Mr. Hoyt, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for something to happen here. I mean, we got the 9 o'clock numbers, right?
Yep.
It could be a little silly with consumer confidence and the jolts. Jolts. What is jolts?
Job openings, labor turnovers.
Interesting. I don't remember that from back in the day. Doesn't mean it wasn't there.
It probably wasn't all that much of a focus then. It was always unenjoyment, right?
Right, exactly. Just straight up unenjoyment.
So JG, if you want to separate the letters on the TPO chart, if you hold your cursor over one of the letters and left click, you can split the profile to look like that. And then to undo it, just do the same thing. A left click on a TPO and remove splits and mergers. All right. 42.75. We got somebody short here already. Was this the opening range? Let's see if we missed it here. So exactly 5 points, taking a look to the downside first. My pleasure, JG. Omar short at 42.75 inside the opening range. What are you seeing on your pitchforks there, Matt?
I mean, since
That 40-40 area, John, you got
Yeah.
a lot of lows and a lot of highs.
I got higher highs and higher lows. I mean, on a 10-minute time frame. You know, obviously we went vertical and fell out of bed on Friday, and then Monday we didn't have much action. Price was just kind of trying to regather its energy. We filled in that gap, but we made higher highs. 40-40, then we went to 40-63, then overnight 0-71, higher lows all the way up. And in my world, I'm maybe a buyer at 38 and sell stop at 33. Maybe try to get a quick hit up to the 60s.
So we've got, Matt, your frequencies. Contact,
Yeah.
contact.
Yeah. I mean, you can just draw a trend line off the lows and you'll see it.
Right
Yeah.
there.
Oh, there you go.
So is this, I can't see up here. Hang on a second. Bear flag. This is the daily. This would be the low end of the bear flag. So we're supportive here above. Do we find direction below?
With the stop below.
It matches relatively well with value low from yesterday. We've got settlement not too far below that.
Wick down, you would have gotten it.
Do we want to try this as a support level at, let's call it 40.36? Here's the pull. So we're looking at 40.36 potential for a support level against this trend line. Hopefully we didn't already miss it. We do that sometimes. Peter Cole is saying if it's a bear flag, what's that?
Yeah, it said it happens while you're talking about it.
Yeah, of course, right? Isn't that always the way? All right, so we're at 40% participation and we have 88% saying yes. So we're going to put a long here.
I'd raise it up a little, like 40-37.
All right,
Yeah,
Mr. Vegas here, Mr. Vegas.
I'm trying to buy 37s also. I'm just hoping I get it. Then if I do get it, let's hope the market goes our way and the 9 o'clock number comes out favorable and everything else. But
Right.
perfect world is we get executed, we get our profit before the number comes out, and we can reload somewhere.
Where is our profit target on this?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like they throw out big put to 65 even. I don't see why we wouldn't make a higher high because we've been making higher lows and higher highs. So that's me though. I'm happy at 66.5. I feel like it's risk reward is nice.
So just up here around overnight high.
That VWAP would be a good target.
Yeah, but that's not.
Because you got that.
That's not the best reward over risk. We've got the risk at basically 6 points right now.
All right, so my risk reward is like 6.5 to 1, which is juicy. But I feel like, look, price is making higher highs and higher lows. Until it doesn't do that, that's what I'm playing for. And then, I'm very patient with the risk. So if I'm looking at a 10-minute bar chart, I gotta wait for price to close above a prior bar before I move to break even or closer to the bone anyway. Let's see if we get on the second puts down.
You may get it.
Mm.
Come on, baby, give it to us. Give it to us. Oh, I missed it.
Make it 4037.01, John.
I chiseled up to a quarter and I got him.
There's our order. All right, we're in. There's our little carrot, says we're long.
All right, now go.
All right. Hello, Daniel. Vince saying he likes the long only if we break above 46.50, which basically VWAP, what we're looking at there is 47.
Listen, John, I got to feed the dogs.
You what, Ted? Yes, we are in a long, Daniel. We took a long here at 37 based on the lower trend line channel of what we believe may actually end up being a bear flag. Right now, we've got the target up at 65, somewhere between yesterday's high, the overnight high, and the upper channel trend line of this potential bear flag. Daniel, okay, see it looks good. All right. Yeah, this was a 88% like this idea. I don't know if I shared this yet. Here it is. 88%. Got a suggestion to add more kind of templates to the polls. I'm going to try and take care of that here maybe before Thursday's Make HOAG Money, but a little more detail in the polling system.
So I had to step away. Are you in?
Oh yeah, we're in. We've been in. The stop we have in is at 31 even. So we're risking 6 points for a potential almost 30. We're hoping that this lower trend line of this bear flag holds.
So you got a moving average there too, right?
That's the first standard deviation from VWAP, Rick.
Okay.
I mean, we've been, in essence, one time framing, taking out our overnight inventory to this point. Lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower on the 30-minute chart.
A lot of business right there. So.
Yep. Kind of based off of this.
Yeah.
And settlement is 41.31 quarters. So, you know, we managed to get the settlement. That's going to take us out of our stop. But if that happens, I think we start to look for the short side for continuation below the lower channel line of a potential bear flag. We got about 15 minutes here, 17 minutes before any numbers come out. Hang on a second here.
It's trying.
It is trying.
I mean, all the major market stocks are higher: Apple, Microsoft, Google, Tesla, Amazon, which so far isn't helping.
Well, yeah, we're just hanging here, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we're waiting for that number. I mean, the market's going to say, hey, with those hawkish comments, maybe a bad number will actually make the price go down.
Oh, who's that guy? There's Matt Hoyt right there.
There he is. Oh, no, stopped out.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Now we've got a relatively quick question to ask. Do we want to look for a short back up against this trend line? It is a potential breakout of a bear flag.
You could use it as a rejection. If it tries it again and bounces off it.
What do we think? I mean, if this is going to be a real rejection of that trend line, then we better think quick.
Well, I'd love to see a break of the 27 quarters, then maybe sell a retest of that trend line if it goes up there. I mean, we're right here.
So I'm going with 34. We've got 62% saying yes at a pullback towards that trend line. And then we're going to risk 4 points on it.
John, do you ever play if it breaks that trend line and you're long and you get out and just put an extra one in there and flip short?
Yeah, the old cannonball.
Yeah.
Yep. I do that sometimes with opening range trades. Sometimes it's good, sometimes not so much.
Can you give us a little more daily? Okay.
Now I'm feeling FOMO.
Well, now I still want it to break right here. I got to break 26.5 now. Okay. For me, that's what it needs to do.
Do we just close our eyes and sell?
That would have worked on Friday.
It's worked for a week, John. We do that, probably go the other way.
No, yeah, no kidding, right?
Anything can happen.
I'm quoted often as saying,
Anything.
don't forsake trade location for momentum. Which Friday was the wrong thing. Friday we should have just closed our eyes and sold.
Which you didn't know until we started talking, right? So maybe we wait for the number.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube and you want to get in and vote, come into the Zoom meeting. Yeah, 12 minutes to the number. Shaw, thank you.
Maybe somebody leaked the number, Mortimer.
Yeah, whatever happened to Beeks?
I love it.
He's probably chairman of the CFTC right now, so.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's still with the gorilla. They married him.
Right. That was a good fit.
He's still in the cage.
Her husband and wife. I don't know which is which, but.
Oh,
Yeah, I think you're right, Vince.
alrighty. Hmm.
It's all over the board.
Well, I am going to make an executive decision here. We're going down to 1/2, and we are going to put our stop on the other side of this low volume node here. Let's see if we get the 1/2. The reason in doing that is we've got a high volume node and a low volume node. The low volume node might end up being somewhat resistant for us. It has been a little slow moving that down perhaps, but it's minimal risk. See if we can get a fill on this. Overnight low.
You still thinking about shortening?
Yeah.
You think quick.
Yeah. Me, I'm mostly undecided. I mean, I'm content to wait just because the Monday action was just a whole lot of nothing.
A lot of room on the upside.
Yeah, right. There's a lot of room on both sides. It's just I don't have a feel yet.
You know, if you're going to range trade, yeah. Sellers are coming in, I think. Look at the volume, John.
Mm-hmm. You got negative 1,800 in delta in the minis. Minus 50. Pardon?
What number's coming out at 9?
We have Case Shiller Home Price Index, FHFA Home Price Index.
Consumer confidence.
Isn't that at 9 o'clock?
I think it's in 7 minutes. CB, consumer confidence, August, and Jolt, both in 7 minutes, it says. And those could be high volatility numbers.
I've got those at. Oh yeah, that's right. What am I doing? Oh yeah, it's 9 o'clock, not 8 o'clock. The home price indexes are already out. Consumer confidence and Jolts.
Metals, Jesus Christ. I think you're going to get it.
It's gonna be now. Come on. We had Greg joining us. Didn't get us. It's trying not to let us in.
It knows your cell's there.
Yep. Mark, nothing wrong with being patient and waiting till after that 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock in your time frame comes out. Tick mostly negative from the open. Thank you. Man.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Greg. How are you?
Yes, sir. How are you? I'm okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Just give me 10 seconds. Mr. Hoag, I asked you a question yesterday about the opening range, and your advice really helped this morning.
Excellent.
I really appreciate that.
Oh, my pleasure.
The 5 minute on the NQ created the range. It broke under.
And then go.
There you go.
Yeah, it worked in the S&Ps today, too.
Mm-hmm. Right, I didn't want to take away from the conversation.
No, not at all.
About the NASDAQ, we on the ES. So just want to tell you thank you, Mr. Hoag.
My pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Glad it helped.
Now, yeah. Yes, sir.
You got extra orders in there, John?
No. Oh,
Okay.
here, yeah. Yep, you're right. Thank you.
That's what I thought.
You know me, the consummate professional.
For sure.
Consumer confidence or lack thereof.
So what do you think with the hawkish commentary recently? Would a worse number actually make price go down? Unlike with the whole rate hike when the price rallied? I guess we'll see soon enough. Right, like the last week in July seemed like it was a false rally.
But question, gentlemen, do you guys think that this rally was all because of the CPI data from August 10th?
I don't know. I feel like the market was rallied up into the Fed speech, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get it up so we can whack it.
Agreed.
Because with that in mind, I mean, you have.
I'm sorry.
Because it rally started around 37.40, right? Like at the last mid-July.
Correct.
We've been rallying since then. We haven't cracked that low. I mean, that's another 250 points. So I don't know.
That's true.
Are we going to make that, on a bigger time frame? Is that something we're looking at?
Here's the daily chart.
Your longer and stronger traders.
And that's really what I was trying to get to. Like, the main focus is what is the true underlying trend? Because that would actually help us really diagnose these intraday moves.
Too bad.
We got to be private investigators every day.
Right?
I play the VWAP a lot. When you're below that, it's. I typically try to sell rallies below that.
Which is 41.40, 41.50 right now.
Yeah. And, resistance below it.
Man, we got so close to getting that short. And here we go. We might get it now. The question is, do we want it? I'm going to ask...
No, number's not out, though.
Fish or cut bait? Do we want to take this trade into the number or wait and see what happens?
Well, you're guessing what the number's going to be, so if you're wrong, you're smoked.
Yep.
It'll be a quick death.
Well, that's what we want, right? Just make it quick and painless.
That's right. Take me out. Just off with the head.
But these numbers aren't that huge, are they?
I mean, on my calendar, it says 3 stars for volatility, which is a high volatility expected. So I think if they come out of whack, we should get some action. This site that I'm looking at has 1 star, 2 star, or 3 star. Right?
Yeah.
So 1 is low, 2 is moderate, 3 is high.
Is that investing.com?
It is, yeah. Yeah, like the calendar.
Yeah.
All right, we got about 1
I was
minute.
gonna say, you could pull it and just see what happens and regroup.
Well, here's our decision. 30, take it, leave it, or cancel it. 69% say cancel. So we're out.
You could get a better short position, cancel your stop.
Yeah, everything's out.
Yeah, I feel like it's more of a gamble. You know, you're just gambling if you're placing your bets on the number.
I think it's smelling bad.
Right?
I don't know, I haven't seen the number yet.
It's acting heavy.
Better. The Jolts is better.
Uh-huh.
Nothing on the confidence yet.
Better.
Better on both.
Peter, the numbers came out higher than expected.
All right.
Can't do a whole lot.
Yeah, and so far nothing. Well, I quick bought one at the market just to see what would happen. So I'm long at 24.75. Stops at 18.75. And profits up at 62. Maybe wishful thinking, but we'll see what happens.
Well, anything can happen. ACH.
And we'll see now. Now maybe maybe with the same thing happens. The number comes out better and the market tanks.
Right.
I want to,
Right.
well, John, you may want to re-enter those orders.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it.
Rally quick. Maybe it isn't gonna. We'll see.
Where were we?
Seems pretty
34.
lackluster.
Yeah, it doesn't seem all that exciting, does it?
And no one's really excited.
All right, so we're back in on those orders. We got a double bottom here, a weak low.
Either that or buy off the lows at 40.20.
Hmm.
You don't have a whole lot of risk.
Yesterday's low.
And today's at a wick. Pete, that's $1 million question right there. Depends on the type of trader you are, I think. If you're a scalper, not long. If you're a little like more of a swing trader, and then you give it a little more time. That's my take.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm more of a swing trader guy, so my whole game is come and get me. That's why I'm supposed to, hide behind market structure. So if I was smarter, my stop would be at like 15 even, because it's below that prior consolidation.
Yeah.
That's really the place your stop should be if you're going to do a swing trade here. Just to get you out of the noise.
Vince. A test back to the bear trend line. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. Good volume change, Brent. Yeah. I had here, John, and
Okay. We just bought it. We got to stop at 18.
where'd you buy it at?
So 2075. Too close.
Yeah, let's say 40.15. Nope.
Yeah, no, all the major stocks are turning negative.
Whoops.
Yep.
I had 2 stops in there.
You tried.
Yeah, we've been trying to get short. Wasn't really thinking long.
It's tough when you're trying to pick the bottom, and end up with shit in hand.
Yeah, well, we've got our bear flag breakout. We missed our opportunity up near this area. Futzing around talking. So what I'm going to do is...
So look to sell rallies.
Well, yeah, now we're looking at like high volume to low volume nodes. So we got a high volume node here in very short time frame. So I'm going to try and get short, and I'm not going to let it cost me much.
Yeah.
So we're short.
Yeah, volume did go up on that break.
Mm-hmm.
Sellers coming in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we still haven't taken out the Friday low. That's really what we're aiming for, I suppose.
Friday low.
Right? Was that Friday or was it Monday?
Monday.
Monday.
The overnight, Sunday night.
Yeah, right. The overnight Sunday night.
Right down here.
I'd like to see a rally, John, and get you short up there.
Well, we're already short. Just going to put a catastrophic stop there. We're short at 14 based off these high volume nodes here.
Yeah.
To this low volume node. So, we're...
Still got another sell order in there, right?
No. Yeah. Up, all the way up here. I could probably just cancel those. So we're just working our stop, which is up at 20. So we reached basically the Sunday night low right now.
Those even numbers to me are a psychological support. Just FYI.
400, you mean the big fat round number?
4,000.
4,000, I mean, yeah.
Anytime I see an even number like that, usually get traders that like to play off of that.
So we did take out the low. from Sunday night.
Quick point of order, gentlemen. I use the RSI indicator, RSI 14.
Uh-huh.
I have set an alert on the 4-hour, and I also have a signal line, the moving average 14 of the RSI 14, and the RSI on the 4 hours is crossing under the moving average as we speak. I just got an alert.
So that's a
should give,
momentum downside?
correct. So it's crossing under its last moving average of 14 on the 4 hours. So that should give us some confidence on this short.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Like, what do we have reason-wise to even buy the frickin' thing?
Don't even say that.
Well, it's changing behavior. I mean, we were making higher highs and higher lows. Once we cracked that 26 evens, okay, now we're making, that's a new low. That's a change. You know, so if we rally up, now we're looking to smack it. Big question is where, and then where's our stop?
Okay, Scrabby.
I mean, we gotta get Scrabby and Lacey together.
Quite the old maid.
Yeah. She would hate Lacey.
What's that?
She would hate Lacey.
17. Yeah.
Lacey's 3 and 80 pounds in all play. Peter's got a bit of deer in the headlights going on here. I think the market does too. It's just hanging here.
I mean, it clearly wants to go down just regarding the numbers that came out. What else do we have this week? We have unemployment.
Oh, we have plenty.
Yeah, busy week, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, tomorrow ADP unemployment report. Loretta Meester speaks. Bostic speaks. Jobless clams on Thursday as usual. PMI and ISM manufacturing indices, construction spending Thursday, and then, of course, unenjoyment Friday.
Vince, I agree with you since we broke that trend line.
That's what we're hoping for, but we're late to the party, so trade location may be an issue.
Well, you bought against it, and when it broke through,
We went with it.
Cannonball it. But it played out nice.
Just once, do you think it could, just pay us huge like right away, and then
Yeah.
and then we can go, have lunch? All right. So if we end up still in this position at the end of Make HOAG Money in about 5 or 10 minutes here, what's the plan?
Well, let's see what happens. I mean, if this bar closes nicely below, I'm looking at a 10-minute bar, but maybe move your stop to break even.
What about a profit target?
Profit target, let me see.
3,500.
So if we were to go from the low here to the high here, basically a flagpole, and then we go from the breakout point that same distance, 39.70, 39.80.
If they take that 4,000 out, yeah, there's not a whole lot below it.
Yeah, I mean, really, I think you're going, if you get below, I mean, the last even thing I have to the left is at 97. Below that, we're looking at 39.50 39.30.
Wow, look at that wick.
That's not a wick. That's a just
I
extension.
know.
Jesus. You
When you
schmuck.
think about it, if you do even a fib retracement from Friday's high, you couldn't even make it back
Go back further on the daily, John.
to the 38%, you know?
Look for some other support further back.
Oh, we're gonna have to go to the daily on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, Hog. I feel like if we can't hold this low from Friday, you're looking real.
All right, that tells you something right there.
Well, we've got weekly kickoff low at 39.54, which is right about where you guys are talking about this market terminating this downside move.
See, I like old highs turn into support, like that 39.90. Is there more to the left there? Keep going. Yeah, either that or those lows.
Here.
Yeah. Right where you're talking about, John.
Okay, so instead of focusing on potential profit target, which usually makes me think I'm getting dollar signs in my eyes and being greedy, what's the risk? Are we comfortable with the risk at 20 here? Is that enough risk?
Right now it is.
You said you're short at 14?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really. The last little uptick I had, the high was like 16 even. Otherwise, you're basically straight down from 25. You know, I mean, the only other place you could have your stop is 29.5, which we're not going to do. So I'd be maybe, let's see what else on a different time chart here.
So I'm going to put a bid in at 39.70.
And maybe your stop would be at 16.5. If you don't want to do break even.
39.70 I think gives us plenty of room and space. Okay, there's our target. And you're saying we can tighten risk?
I mean, where are you at? You're at 20?
We're at 4. Yeah, right now we're at 20.
Yeah, like between 16 and 18.
Right, just because there's nothing, it just doesn't matter. I mean,
Well,
to me, it's like,
the
you know,
reason
2-minute chart.
the reason we took the short at 14 was leaning against this low volume area.
Yeah.
And we can come back into that low volume area and still find resistance. I don't really want to trim risk.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right, then. Leave it there. But if you get a nice, if price starts accelerating to the downside, when do you move your risk? Do you wait till 10 o'clock, or is it, you know, I feel like if this doesn't pan out by 10 o'clock, where's it going, you know?
By 10 o'clock?
I mean, it's 9:17.
All the way down here?
No, just to break the low from Friday. I want to get below that low from Friday
And find some acceptance?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, how long do we wait for that to pan out before we say,
Okay,
Right.
so Matt, you're saying if we're not below Sunday night's low at 10 o'clock, we just take it wherever it is.
Well, I say then we move to break even.
Then we move to break even. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. If this doesn't pan out by 10 o'clock, I'm at break even.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
All right. Cool. So right now we're at 40.20. We're at 39.70 for profit. That's a 44-point move. Be nice to catch that, right?
Yeah, for sure. Every time.
And if at 10 o'clock we haven't succeeded in that, we're moving our stop down to break even.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quick,
Because I feel like we
quick
don't.
question, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Quick question. What is our entry and our stop loss again?
40.14 is our short. 40.20 is our stop.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I just got a notification, 77 mortgage companies have filed for bankruptcy.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Huh.
Johnson's going bankrupt. Revlon. It's crazy.
How far do you have to go to find a dry cleaner where you live?
I'm telling you, it's getting worse every day.
There used to be 10 within 2 miles of my house.
Yeah,
Now there's one.
yeah.
All right, so we've got our plan. And we're going to see how it plays out. We'll talk about it on Thursday.
All right.
Thanks, everybody, for joining. Matt, Rick, Greg, thank you for coming. Thanks for joining. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button, and we will see how this plays out for us on Thursday. Have a great rest of the day. I'll see you for Coach's Playbook at 11:30, and then again at 3 o'clock for the recap. We kind of cover what happened here and make HOAG Money on the recap as well. And I look forward to seeing everyone. Trade well.
Thanks, all.
Thank you.
Trade well.